About three things we're going to take a look at today that are kind of new from the different stuff we've looked at the past couple days. We're going to look at special cases of lines on our graphs. And so we'll have situations where you have parallel lines. Okay. And if I tell you that the slope of the purple line is 4/3, what is the slope of the green line? 4/3, good. So on parallel lines, we know that we're going to have the exact same slopes. Do these have the same y-intercepts or different y-intercepts? Good. If they had the same y-intercept as well as slope, they would be the exact same line. Excellent. Okay. Now, the other thing we'll take a look at is the idea of I could have a line that is perpendicular to it. So we'll assume these intersect at right angles. Okay, so the slope of the blue line is -3/4. Good. So it's that opposite reciprocal. Whatever my numbers are, we'll flip it. If it was positive, we'll make it negative. If it was negative, we'll make it positive. Okay, and we'll have that. Okay. So there's two of the things we're going to look at today. You're going to have special situations with parallel and perpendicular lines, and we'll have to look at the slope. The other thing that you're going to take a look at is kind of a vocabulary piece, and we'll be looking at secant lines. How many of us have had to deal with secant lines before on curves? Okay, just kind of more of a vocab thing. So this is the curve that was given to me. A secant line, that was super curvy there in the corner. Okay, a secant line is a straight line that goes through a curve and intersects at two locations. Okay. And so they will give you these 2 points. Let's say this was the point -4, -1, and let's say this was the point 3, 3. Okay. And then they're going to give some other point and say, give me the equation of a line that goes through that point and is parallel to the secant line. And so let's say this coordinate point was -5, 4. And so what we need to do is go find the slope of the first line. So the slope of this green line we can do with our change in y over our change in x. So our change in y is going to be 4. Our change in x is going to be 7. So our slope is 4/7. So if I were to build a line parallel, what's the slope of the purple line going to be? 4/7. Good. And then I have a point. The easiest way to deal with this is going to be with our point slope formula, and if we don't recall that, it's our y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, and then we just have to substitute. Your x1 and y1 are the values of the coordinate point given to you. M is that slope we found. So in this case, we'll end up with y minus 4 equals m, which we said is 4/7. Times x minus a -5, so +5. So in this case, we'll distribute. So y minus 4 is going to equal 4/7 x plus, multiplying fractions, this is 20/7. And then we can add 4. If 4 was 7ths, this is essentially the same as 28/7. So when we add that over, our final equation will be y equals 4/7 x plus 48/7, which is really close to 6 point something. Okay. So then we have our final equation of this line in slope-intercept form, which is what it'll ask you for. Okay. So those are really the three things we're looking at today.